Good emails, bad emails. Hey, I try to be transparent with you and show you everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So stay tuned. I think you're going to like this video. Let me start off by reading an email. It's not so much a hater email, but it's definitely an email from someone who really doesn't understand what I'm trying to accomplish and what I do. I always try to be transparent, so I welcome the opportunity to always read emails that are good, bad, indifferent, whatever. So make of this first one as you will. I don't know who wrote it because they didn't attach their name to it. He writes, I read your information for your roundtable gathering, and I get it. You're trying to make money. But my suggestion is you should host an event for a nominal fee so more people can attend and really make an event out of it, like a convention. You could charge more money from advertisers and sponsors to compensate you, which would allow you to make more people like me attend and get more value from everybody. I just think it would be a win-win for everyone versus what you're doing now. Mr. or Mrs. Anonymous, clearly you have not been following me and you don't understand the type of work I do. If I wanted to host a convention, trust me, I could put on a convention, I'd plan it out a year or two in advance and I could make a show of it. That's not my style. There are conventions you can attend to, and I encourage you, if you want to go to the conventions, man. Conventions are awesome. Go. You can get the lanyard. It has your name, and if you pay extra money, if you pay a higher premium, you can get like VIP, so maybe you can get some free food. You can even meet with the event organizers in the back. You could walk around from each different booth and different vendors and advertisers. You could talk about what they're selling. You could talk to other people and they could brag about how many vehicles they have or how many employees they have, how many years they've been in business. That everyone could slap each other on the back and pontificate how smart they are and everything they've accomplished in life. You could swap your business cards. That's always the big one. Hey, give me a call. Swap the business card. Do the text message back and forth. Sync yourself in. Dude, all that stuff. Sometimes at events like this for NEMT, emergency services and stuff like that, or paratransit at those conventions, a lot of times you can meet some of the urban planners who sit up in their offices and they just read all these data and metrics and they pontificate and they brainstorm and they strategize how they could better plan out and strategize how to actually run paratransit and fixed route busing and transit and things of those nature. Hey man, if those are the type of conventions that you want to go to, bro, have at it. That is not my gig. If you maybe you're talking about you want one of those like seminars, all the good the good feeling, the good news people, all those motivational speakers, they're gonna hype you up and all that emotion, and they're gonna come out to music on the stage. You could walk on fire, you could spray the water in the crowd, do all that stuff. Dude, that is not my gig. None of that is gonna help that person, that experienced or that new entrepreneur that's trying to bootstrap their company. They're fighting for every dollar. They're doing everything they can to dig the ditch, scraping by, cutting costs where they got to cut costs. Their employees are making more money than they are right now. Just like when I first started my business, when I wasn't drawing any money, my employees are making more money than I was. So go to those I will never be a part of hosting one of those events. Again, you could go to it. And here's the best one. A lot of time those organizers, they're all going to talk about come to the convention where we can, like-minded people come together and we can raise standards. Our goal is to raise the standards. Man, what does that do for your business? How is that going to help your business? How are you going to go meet with hundreds and thousands of people? First of all, you're not going to meet them all. Second of all, sometimes you're going to get lost in the crowd. But even then, when you meet and you network and you brush elbows, this and that, you can build some good relationships, this and that. But how is that helping you right now? How is all of that going to help you legitimately bootstrap and build your business? I care about the guy who, again, he's working hard. He's maybe experienced a failed business before. He's rebounding. Maybe it's someone who's retired. This is going to be their first venture. They got to protect the capital investment, protect the cash flow. people who are trying to diversify and expand into new businesses. That's what those are the type of people I want to help. Case in point, let me read this next email for you. Now here's the difference. I don't know who wrote that first email, so I asked Dan specifically. There was no name on it. He didn't recognize the email. Here is an email that we received from someone who I just started working with. So this entrepreneur has already retained my services for one-on-one coaching. And I just started working with her. It says, "Good morning, Joel. I am feeling grateful for your email this morning, as well as your videos you posted over the weekend. I am learning so much from your experience that it has given me more confidence each day in my investment in the NMT industry, as well as broadening into the broker business. I am really looking forward to meeting you in Atlanta for the roundtable gathering." She continues, "I want to first make an amends for my son who I had employed as our director of operations. I recall a phone call last November or so when he was in charge of teaching us Dispatching Made Easy. That's my dispatching software system. I held a class and he came unprepared and called someone on your team and began to complain. I have terminated him as an employee and have since taken over the role of director of operations. So I again want to apologize." Now her name is Mary. That's all I'm going to tell you. Her name is Mary. Now Mary, I hope you're watching this video. Dan forwarded me this email and I asked him about it. He wasn't 100% sure of exactly what issue you were talking about in November. He asked Charlie. Charlie didn't know. Dawn was out of the office. But you have no idea how much how much I appreciate it. I mean this with all sincerity. I'm smiling, but I really appreciate this because I think it's awesome that you're apologizing for your son calling and haggling one of my team members. Look, we talk to people all the time on the phone, definitely through email all the time. Some good, some bad. Sometimes they yell at us, whatever, who cares? But again, if this happened in November, it was an issue for you and your team, even more so than it was for my team. My people were just doing their job, whatever it was. You have no idea how much I appreciate you apologizing. Really, that means a great deal to me. And it's reflective of who you are. And you've obviously been using Dispatching Made Easy for a long time, and you've read my material and everything, and now just recently you retain my services for one-on-one coaching, and you still want to come join us in Atlanta. Now here's someone who doesn't understand the key objective and the key goal and the role of what we're trying to accomplish at the roundtable gathering. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I sent out a couple of emails and the videos that my staff sent out regarding the roundtable gathering. I'm going to have a roundtable gathering of no more than 12 people in Atlanta. And here's the good news. More than 12 people have already committed to it. Here's the bad news. I'm limiting it to 12 people. That's just the way it is. So I'm going to make this by invitation only. I will announce the criteria individually to those people who send us an email and they specifically say, "Hey, I'm committed, I want to come." If you're interested, send us an email, say, "Hey, I'm committed, I'm going to come." I'm going to tell you right now up front, if you haven't watched the emails before and you're watching this one and you're still watching, the attendance fee for attending the roundtable gathering is $5,000. Now, if you come and you attend and you get that invitation and you attend the roundtable gathering for $5,000, we're going to talk about your business. We're going to talk about your business. It ain't going to be like one of these feel-good conventions or feel-good motivational speeches and the motivational speaker or the life coaches. I love life coaches. The life coach is going to come out and they're going to, to music and the band and spraying the water, walking on fire. Man, I cannot stand that crap. But anyways, we're going to be talking about your business, medical transportation, home care, courier, your broker business, whatever it is, we're talking about it. And no, we're not going to call this a mastermind because I can't stand that term either. Life coaches, mastermind. Oh, I hate all that crap. All right. But anyways, so if you're invited and you attend the roundtable gathering in October, if you decide After that event, by the end of this year, 2019, if you decide and you move forward and you invest and you become a licensee in our broker business with youarethebroker.com, then I'm going to take that $5,000 out of my pocket and put it right in towards your enrollment investment. The enrollment investment for becoming a youarethebroker.com licensee is $20,000. Your enrollment investment up front first year is $20,000. After that, you just pay your annual membership, which is several $1,000s. But if you attend the roundtable gathering, you decide you're going to become a licensee afterwards, I'm going to take that $5,000 out, boom, put it on the table, and it's going to go towards your enrollment investment. So for Mr. Anonymous, I get it, where he says, I get it, you're trying to make money. Bro, hey, if 12 people show up and they all end up becoming licensees, I make zero money. I pay for my flight and my time and all that kind of good stuff. But you know what, here's the best news. I actually form great relationships. That's the best part about it. So for those of you who love the conventions and you get all geeked up and hyped up and you plan for it and you pay the money and you get the lanyard and the big placard and all that stuff with your name, your title, your company name, all that, and you feel really good about it, like, go to the conventions, slap a lot of people on the back, that's all cool. That's not my gig. I apologize. I know it's bad. And I know a lot of people that also drink Starbucks, and I do Dunkin' Donuts and I shop at Walmart. And I drive a Ford F-150 and a Chevy Avalanche and a Chevy Suburban. I don't drive a Lambo. I'm too fat. But anyways, Mary, getting back on point. Mary, I got all your emails. I appreciate it. I was traveling for most of today. That's why I'm shooting this late at night. But if you're watching this before I respond, just know I did get your emails. I read your story. And let me be clear. This guy, Mr. or Mrs. Anonymous, who wrote that first email, it's safe to say they won't be attending the roundtable gathering. There will be invitation only for the roundtable gathering. Mary, you will be coming. You will absolutely be coming. I read your story. I read your background. And we need to make sure that you are a great success, both with your NEMT and your broker business. So I'm going to make sure that you and I are going to continue to work together for these next 60 days, or at least before I fly overseas for the month of September to go to Italy, because when I come back in October, I am going to be meeting you for sure. You are absolutely coming to Atlanta in October. So I look forward to meeting you. So for those of you who, again, we've already had over 12 people who've committed. We have not made any personal invitations. So nobody knows who's coming except for Mary. Those of you who are attending, you are going to meet Mary, because Mary is coming. So that means there's going to be 11 more seats left. Obviously, we have a lot more than 11 people who've already gave verbal commitments that they will come. So we will be reaching out to you in the coming days, in the coming weeks. Look for emails from Amelia so we could gather a little bit more information about you, because look, at the end of the day, I just don't want random people coming. Go to a convention. Go do the back patting, the good old boys, slap each other on the back. You know, do your networking. You know, do your syncing for your contact syncing. Do your business cards. You know, all that kind of good stuff. I apologize. That's just not who I am. That's not my gig. And if I was worried about making money, I wouldn't do what I'm doing. Because again, if everyone who attends the roundtable gathering ends up becoming a licensee, guess what? I make no money. All the money's going to come out and go towards your enrollment investment. It's going to pay for 25% of your enrollment investment. That means I'm willing to work for free. Why am I willing to work for free? Because, well, I'm already rich. It is what it is. I don't want to tell you. God's been good to me. God's blessed me. I want to partner with those good, hard-working, blue-collar people who are going to bootstrap their business, who are serious about growing and diversifying. Look, man, there are so many ways to make money. I always tell people, man, there's a million ways to make $1 million. You know, there's so much money to be made out there. It's a great economy. There's many different businesses. But it's one of those things that realistically, what you don't know, it can hurt you. And again, I go back to these conventions. I keep picking on whoever this guy or woman is who sent me this email. Conventions, I mean, yeah, I understand. Some of those conventions, you could sign up for certain breakout sessions. You got the big conventions, and over here, they got a couple, 50 seat, and they got a presenter. You could have a breakout sessions for an hour. That is not what the round table gathering is going to be. We're going to have a Friday night meet and greet. Meet everybody. Everyone always loves the meet and greets at all my events. People love them. So it's a great way to meet everybody, really connect with each other. So the next day we can really focus on business. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to have a morning session, have a great afternoon session. We're going to enjoy the weekend, bottom line. So again, don't be deterred. I'll say this, I want to be very clear. Don't be deterred. We already have more than 12 people. Mary's coming. So that means there's 11 seats left. And we already got plenty more people who've already committed to verbally. When I say verbally, that means that they've sent email confirmations to Amelia saying, hey, I'm in, I definitely want to come. But guess what? It's like anything, 100 people could say they're going to show up, then on game day, only 50 people show up, whatever. So at the end of the day, we're going to send out some questions and some Q&A. We'll gather more information from you. Then we're going to select who we really want to invite. Then we'll send you the invitation. At that point in time, you could pay for your enrollment to the roundtable gathering, and then we will share with you after we receive the payment. Then we will share the location, all the information, everything you need to make sure that we have a great event. So I'm definitely hyped up. I'm looking forward to it. Mary, again, I'm looking forward to working with you. I really, truly appreciate the apology, which honestly wasn't even necessary because my staff doesn't even really recall any circumstances they have with anybody. But you know what? It was an issue for you, and I just really appreciate it, bottom line. So I look forward to working with you. I got all your emails, and I will be in touch with you very soon. For everybody else, keep sending your emails. Send all your emails. If you got hater emails, send your hater emails. I don't care. I don't care. Trust me, my ego can take it. I know if you want to feed the ego, go to conventions. You want to learn? I'll see you at the round table. So many of that stuff, ego. Man, I could take it. Send all your great emails. Send your good ones, send your bad ones, send your indifferent ones. We don't care. A lot of the hater ones I don't see anyways because I don't care. It just doesn't matter to me. Because I care about the people who care about building their business, building a real business, businesses plural, people who want to build one business, leverage it to build a second one, and ultimately just get on the right path for building wealth. Because when you're building wealth and you're making money, that's when I'm going to see you at the top.
I can tell you I met Joel Davis, as most people, online, and been in business most of my life. And it's very hard to trust anybody out there because they always want to separate you from the money. But I will tell you, not getting paid for this testimony, Joel Davis is the real deal. Used to own a franchise. We were paying roughly $5,000 to $6,000 more a month, and I've learned more for pennies on the dollar going to Joel Davis's, or just been with him, and with the broker's business coming up, he's just been a lifesaver for us. So there's an old saying that a wise man learns from his mistakes, but a wiser man learns from other people's mistakes. Joel's been around the block. He knows his stuff. He knows business, and he's not out there to take your money. Trust me. I'll give you my phone number. You call Joel. You can call me. I get nothing for this, maybe a beer. But I'm telling you, if you want to know business and you want to make money, Joel's your guy.
Hi, my name is Spencer McDonald. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. My company is Mobility Transportation Services, and I'm really excited to be here at this seminar. I met Joel back in 2010 at an EMT seminar, and I just can't tell you how much this man has taught me about business, and I owe so much to him for the ability to be successful in my business, and we've grown a business for 8 years, and it's doing really well, and I'm so excited about this broker business that he has introduced. I had no questions in my mind when he introduced it that I would do this. I have 100% confidence in Joel and his knowledge and of the industry and where things are going. And for that, I want to thank him.